Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Tuesday, July the 19th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Let's check the markets overnight. Wall Street closing lower with bank stocks erasing earlier gains, dragging the S&P financial sector into the red. The Dow and Nasdaq also reversing early gains. Stocks specifically, Goldman Sachs shares jumped after it reported a smaller than expected 48% slump in second quarter profit, helped by the strength in its fixed income trading and commodities trading. Bank of America shares fell on news that second quarter profits fell 32%, making it the latest US bank to report a dip in earnings. Elsewhere, IBM, those shares falling despite beating quarterly revenue expectations. The company warning the hit from Forex for the year could be about $3.5 billion due to a strong US dollar. And the Fed hike and heightened geopolitical tensions have driven gains in the dollar against a basket of currencies over the year, prompting companies with sizable international operations, including Microsoft and Salesforce, to temper expectations. Apple shares fell following reports the company plans to slow hiring and spending growth over the next year. The company planning ahead amid fears of an economic downturn over the next year. Earnings from big tech companies next week will be closely watched after their shares came under immense selling pressure, though through much of this year. Among other shares, Boeing jumping after Delta said it plans to buy 100 MAX 10 jets worth about $13.5 billion at its list price. The airline adding it had options to buy another 30 and is considering expanding an existing order with Airbus for its A220 planes. The news also pushing Delta shares higher overnight. Well, US home builder sentiment has plummeted to its lowest level since the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. The housing market index fell for a seventh straight month from 67 to 55 in July, its lowest level since May 2020, with readings above 50 indicating builders view market conditions as favourable. Production bottlenecks, increasing building costs and the rising cost of borrowing are causing many builders to halt construction. Meanwhile, a Fed Reserve gauge of activity in the services sector in the US Northeast has turned negative for the first time in a year, and firms there do not see an improvement over the next 6 months. US Treasury yields rose, the 10-year up to 2.97%, and the US 2 is close to 3.17%. Major currencies were mixed against the US dollar, the Aussie dollar rising back above 68 US cents. Well, the late weakness on Wall Street is likely to set the tone for the local share market. ASX futures currently down around 1/3%. Global oil and gas prices have jumped, with Russian state gas monopoly Gazprom telling customers in Europe it cannot guarantee gas supplies because of extraordinary circumstances. There are fears in Europe that Russia is retaliating for sanctions imposed by the West over the invasion of Ukraine. The price of Brent crude rising more than 5% to $106 a barrel. Iron ore futures rising 2% to $105 a tonne, while base metal prices were generally higher. The gold futures price rising by 2.3%, and positive sentiments in the crypto market has pushed Bitcoin above $22,000 before easing. And that is your day ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.